All right, we're getting a late start, but we're going to get started nonetheless. Who's ready to go see what kind of mischief we can get into today? Welcome back, everybody. It is old Big Mike back out here in the Hoopty Barn with our Project 2025, the Home Mofo, and today we was working on this mess here. And clearance issues with the belt, and a broken off bolt in there. And then yes, I could just tap it and drill it and this and that, and I just don't think that's going to help much because this 440 wasn't initially set up on a Ranger frame, and all the steering stuff from the Ranger is in the way. So I'm configuring some brackets and such, and I'm going to try to get this sucker figured out. And I think I have a plan, and I guess I'll continue with my plan, and we'll see if I'm smart enough to do it. I got to get from there to back there somewhere. So anyway, all right, let me get this thing hooked up and we'll see where we're at. All right, so I got my bracketry all set up. I know it seems like a lot of crazy here, but I've got it where I can pivot to tighten it. And all I gotta do is pivot right here, get it snug it down on the pivot point if I get my ratchet going the right way. Snug it down on the pivot point. Belt like a back lock on the pivot point there. And then right here, so there it is, good and tight. I've got adjustment and all that. So woo, that is done and done, and I got all my lines hooked up and all that. And I went ahead and mounted my oil filter. Got down around everything where nothing's going to rub on it. All right, so I need to do something with these, get them away from the header and all that stuff. So I'll get those done, and then we'll see if we got any more time left. Sometimes I just want to punch me in the face. Anyway, when I was tightening down my line in the back of the power steering, it just didn't feel like it was getting tight, and so I wrenched down on it and wrenched it right out of its thing. Ain't that something? Dadgummit. So I got to take it all apart again and fix it. Yay. Alright, so yes, I'm putting on a brand new freaking end because I don't want to put oil or power steering fluid, any kind of fluid on the track. And I also just don't want hot fluid sprayed all over inside my engine bay. I mean, but mostly I don't want it on the track. So yes, I'm putting on a brand new fitting, and then we'll do it again. All right, she is all back together. There's that brand new fitting down in there. See if you can see that down there. And that was fun flaring that dude. I didn't have much room at all to work with, but we got her flared. I don't think she's going to leak. And got a good tight belt. All our hoses are hooked up. That's all I got time for. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to work on this thing for a couple of days because I got something, believe it or not, more important than this. Even with the deadline I got something more important. And I'll show you that when I get back to it. But that being said, at least we made some progress. The steering is done. So, with the steering being done, we can move on to something else. So, do me a favor. If you ain't subscribed, go ahead and do that and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Say, you big dummy, you take time off, you ain't going to get done. And I say, well, I'm trying. I believe I'll get done, though. So, till next time, y'all keep watching. I'm going to keep working.